What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kinetic615 back for another episode of the Michigan Wolverines Slow Sim Dynasty. We are in year 3, 2027, week 7. We are currently 5-1 and ranked number 11 in the country. We dropped a horrible game to Texas early in the season, week 2 on the road, but we've bounced back pretty well. Real quick, just remember to like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. For those that are tuning in for the first time, this is a slow sim dynasty. That means that we are not playing the games, we are letting the computer play it out. We are focusing and emphasizing player development, scheme development, recruiting the right players, setting the right playbook, the right aggressiveness, the right AI setting, depth chart setting, developing the players properly to run in the scheme. It's easy to win championships back to back if you're playing on the sticks and just beating EA's AI logic, right? It's a little bit harder this way. So we are in year 3. Just to recap how we got to where we're at. So we brought Connor Stallions back to be the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines, following Sharon Moore. We brought in PJ Fleck, former Minnesota Golden Gophers head coach, as the offensive coordinator. Brought in Connor Walker, former Auburn Tigers defensive coordinator, for the same position. Both years that we've been doing this so far, we went 9-3 in the regular season. 2025, we capped off a win in the Music City Bowl over Mississippi State. 2026, unfortunately, we lost to a South Carolina team in a very close ReliaQuest Bowl. So far this season, we are 4-1. Let's take a look at the schedule so far. So we started off the year with a win at home against Buffalo, 52-17. Went on the road where Bryce Underwood had a disaster of a game, throwing 5 interceptions in a 34-28 loss against Texas. Came home, bounced back against the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Now, interesting note here, every year that we've done this dynasty so far, we have had a week 4 bye week. I don't modify the schedules. The only thing I check each preseason is to make sure we don't have an FCS opponent. Outside of that, I don't touch the schedules. I don't change home and away. I don't change opponents. The bye week has been set for week 4, all 3 seasons for us. And the first 2 seasons, 2025, we lost to Wisconsin at home coming out of the bye week. 2026, we lost at home to Indiana coming out of the bye week, where Bryce Underwood had another massive meltdown in the second half of that game. This year, coming out of the bye week in week 4, and this time going on the road to Indiana, we were able to pull out a huge victory, 49-14, to get our win back from the Hoosiers, and that started a 3-game road swing, where the next week, on the last episode, we went to Penn State and got a 55-16 win. Now we're finishing out this road swing out in California against the number 22 ranked 5-1 UCLA Bruins before returning home for the next 3 games. We are currently ranked number 11 in the country and number 3 in the Big Ten, behind Oregon and USC. Take a quick look at our depth chart. Again, this is year 3, so we've got a mix of familiar names on the Wolverines as well as some real life players that came in the transfer portal, and starting to see some freshmen, sophomores, and redshirt freshmen start to get playing time from the recruiting classes we had the first 2 seasons. So in the quarterback room, we've got Bryce Underwood, Jaron Kiawe-Sagapolotele, CJ Carr, and Bryce Baker. At the running back room, we've got Hollywood Smothers, Diego Longoria, and Kevin Trout. We are going to move Simple here. I don't want to use them unless we absolutely have to. But we did unfortunately have Jordan Marshall go down. Take his red shirt off. We had Jordan Marshall go out for the season, unfortunately, with an Achilles tear in the last game. And what sucks is, as you can see here, it was his 5th game. Had that happened in the Indiana game, then we would have been able to redshirt him and keep him for another year. But we didn't. So we ended up losing him for the season, which sucks. You can see here, Achilles tear, out 47 weeks. Nothing we can do right there since the game currently does not have a medical redshirt mechanic. So we're going to go with Trent Semple, one of our true freshmen that we were redshirting, may have to come off the bench. We're going to put him at slot 3 behind, or at slot 4 behind the fullback as well, but he may still end up getting playing time. Hopefully we'll still be able to maintain his red shirt, but he's there if we need him. Anyway, at fullback we've got Kevin Trout. At wide receiver, Andrew Marsh. We got 4 transferred in wide receivers to fill out the room with Andrew Marsh and Amarian Stewart. We got Micah Tees, a senior, junior Donovan Murph, redshirt freshman Julian McFadden, and redshirt sophomore John Anthony Hall. At tight end, we've got senior Brady Priestcorn, transfer in redshirt junior Luke Harpering, and a converted wide receiver to tight end Jamar Browder. On the offensive line, at left tackle, we've got Blake Frazier, Andrew Babalola, and Brian Jordan. At left guard, Ty Haywood and Frank Willett. At center, Tree Babalod and Caden Strayhorn. At right guard, George Cherry, Avery Gash, Max Simonson. At right tackle, Andrew Sprague, Dorian Hundley, and Mike Wolf. On the defensive side, defensive line, at left edge, we've got Marquise Lightfoot, Zena Umeazulu, and Devin Baxter. On the right side, we've got Wendell Gregory, Lugard Edekpayi, and Brenton Brooks. Interior, Eno Etta, David Stone, Ted Hammond, Nate Marshall. At Sam linebacker, we've got Cameron Booth and converted safety Jacob Oden. At Mike linebacker, Nathaniel Wusu-Boateng, Elijah Groves, and Cordell Carver. At will linebacker, senior Cole Sullivan and redshirt freshman Taylor Kiernan. At corner, junior Shamari Earls, transfer Kelly Jones, redshirt freshman Deontay Liggins, Jaden Sanders, and Josiah Edmond. Also Tevis Metcalf in rotation. Free safety, we've got Jalen McClain, Mason Curtis. Strong safety, Deshaun Spears, Jordan Young, and Christian Bodner. At kicker, we've got a true sophomore kicker, Otis Beck, who is by far the best kicker I've ever gotten in any class on this game in any dynasty. Year 1, he started as a true freshman, had 62 extra points and 15 field goal attempts all season long, only missed 1. Has not missed a kick or field goal or extra point this season either. So in a season and a half so far, he's only missed 1 kick, period, across extra points and field goals. We're also running our punter as a true freshman punter, Caleb Berryman. Kick returners are Amarian Stewart, Dante Ahmad, and Micah Tees. Our running back room's a little bit thinner than it was previously because of the injury to Jordan Marshall. Amarian Stewart will be our primary slot receiver, with Julian McFadden and Donovan Murph getting reps as well. Alright, let's jump into our recruiting board. Quick recap. Preseason instant commit, we had a 4-star Brian Colombo, nose tackle defensive lineman, 6'1", 330. Was ranked number 2 at the position of D tackle, number 62 nationally. Committed to us in the preseason. Then we got a commitment from 5-star athlete Steve Hayes, 5'10", 195, out of Riverside, California. We did lose out on Gabe Beckham, lurking linebacker out of California, but we did get a commitment from 5-star cornerback Evan Ekior, who was out of Cartersville, Georgia, 5'11", 170, ranked number 28 nationally and number 3 at the position of cornerback, committed to Michigan over Notre Dame. Alright, Ben Hyde, we should get a commitment this week. Mario Nunez might get a commitment this week, but Duke has a visit this week. Wait, is it this week? Yeah, it's this week. So there is a chance that Duke could steal him this week with their visit, but if they don't, then I think we're looking good for him. Dom Lawrence, we are first on his board, top 5, a bit ahead of Boston College. Now they have a visit next week. We have a visit the week after, so we just have to not let him commit to Boston College next week. Andre Street, we are behind both Miami and Florida, and unfortunately we don't have a visit until next week. Or 2 weeks from now. So unless it initiates a recruiting battle, we're probably going to lose out on Street. Zeke Breeze, we are in first place ahead of Southern California and Oklahoma. We have a visit with him next week. Sergio Fiardo, so we have to get a commitment this week. Otherwise, Washington has him on visit next week, and we'll likely get him. So we've got to get a commitment from him this week. Victor Ball, Utah is now trying to jump in on Victor Ball, so we're going to go ahead and max out hours on it. Joe Worlow, we've got a decent lead over Bama, Clemson, Ohio State, and West Virginia. Now, we don't have a visit until week 13. Currently, Clemson has one in week 10. Avery Rugamba, top 5. We've got a decent lead over Ohio State and Clemson. We have a visit in week 10. Ohio State has one next week. So as long as he doesn't commit next week, then we should be okay. We are in a recruiting battle with Penn State for 5-star edge rusher Nick Soles. Now they have a visit next week, but if he doesn't commit there next week, then we are sitting pretty nice on that battle. Stan Stewart, we've got a small lead over Texas and Notre Dame, but Texas has the visit this week, Notre Dame next week. So if I'm being completely honest, we're probably losing out on Stan Stewart. Christian Ryder, so Clemson has a visit this week. They could end up stealing him here. Steve Moang, we're still unopposed. Currently locked out of Kendall Hawker. Bobby Mayle, we've got a small lead over Maryland and Oklahoma. Maryland has a visit 2 weeks from now. We have a visit the following week. Matt Keenan, currently locked out. Mello LaRoque, we're in top 5 now. We can take off Send the House. We can schedule a visit for, let's see, I don't know. I need to find out if Rutgers is offense or defense. It's offense. So we'll have to go Ohio State. Pro potential. We'll soft sell there. That costs us 15. So we'll put 15 back on. Alright, Finau Theus, we've got a small lead over Florida, who has better pipeline. We'll take off Send the House. We'll schedule a visit for Ohio State week. We got Conference Prestige and Championship Contender. Let's go Championship Contender. That costs 30. So let's do a soft sell on Aspirational Goals. Currently locked out on Colin Washington. Eric Sherry, we're in first place with a small lead over Florida and Miami. Let's take off Send the House. Schedule a visit for Rutgers week. We know Conference Prestige. We know all of them. So let's go Championship Contender. Now that costs 30, so let's do a soft sell on Aspirational Goals. Alright, let's take that off. Let's go ahead and the ones that we just scheduled, let's top them off. Hard sell gamer there. Okay, so this one could, I don't know why I took that off. This one could be aspirational goals. It also could be status, sorry, no, it can't be status seeker. What's the other one it could be? Is it, oh, I guess it has to be aspirational goals. Alright, well, aspirational goals it is. Then for Eric Sherry, we know his, so we'll just change aspirational goals to a hard sell. And then for Corliss, we'll add on the extra 5. Alright, let's jump into the game. So, again, guys, just to reiterate for those that are tuning in for the first time, so we are using custom playbooks. These are my own personal custom playbooks. They are not cheese, they are not glitch. You can look them up and download them yourself if you'd like. They are up for download. The offensive book was born out of my frustration with the Kirk Campbell offense at Michigan in 2024. It was started out as my version of what I thought they should be running with Alex Orji and what I think they should be running now with Bryce Underwood. Then it just kind of turned into my own preferred play style of playbook. It's got like just under 400 plays, and every play is rated for multiple scenarios. The defensive book is my attempt to insert the amoeba defense, originally created by Wink Martindale, with heavy influence from Jesse Minter, Mike McDonald, and Brian Flores, respective versions of the same defense, and I'm very proud of it. I don't think it's necessarily better. I don't think either of my books are better than the in-game books, than the stock books. I think that they're a different style. The defense is much more fun to watch. It is more aggressive. It does get a little bit more pressure, but it also gives up chunk plays on the ground and through the air as the trade-off, and that's a trade-off I'm willing to make. I will give us some poorly executed commentary because it's fun. Feel free to interact in the chat. Here's the kickoff by UCLA. Michigan will be back to return the kick. This will be Amarian Stewart. And he gets it back to the 18-yard line. With Jordan Marshall out for the season, Hollywood Smothers will move into that uncontested RB1 role. Bryce under center, one receiver to either side, 2 tight ends, single back, hands it to Smothers up the middle, gain of 5. Shotgun now, duo backs, Smothers and Longoria, 3 receivers. Passes it to Smothers out of the backfield. Smothers runs left, tries to juke, only a yard on the gain. It'll be 3rd and 4. Shotgun now, 4 receivers. Brady Prescorn, the senior tight end, accounts for one of them, and he gets the target. Brady Prescorn takes the catch at the 32 across the first down line. It'll be a new set of downs for the Wolverines. Tight formation here, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Shotgun for Bryce. Smothers motions from the slot to the backfield, takes the direct snap on the sweep to the right, gets around the edge, up the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him across the 30, the 20, the 10. No, someone did catch him. They took him down at the 12-yard line. I couldn't see the name on the back of that jersey, but kudos to that Bruin defender, able to track Smothers down from behind with what is most likely a touchdown-saving tackle. Number 14 there. Wow. The kid's got some wheels.
And the Wolverines are in the hurry up.
Michigan's going to hurry up, back to the line, run some tempo here. 12-yard line, 1st and 10, opponent's red zone. Bryce is going to go under center with 3 receivers spread wide. 4 receivers spread wide. 1 to the right, 3 to the left. Hands it to Smothers up the middle. Free run. Gets across the first down. Tackled down at the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Bryce in shotgun. Bryce keeps it. Quarterback run. Up the middle. Touchdown Michigan. Bryce Underwood runs it in himself for the first touchdown of the game.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive, and it came. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Setting up for the extra point after the first
Otis
score of
back
the
out
game.
for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be
There's the
all
kick.
on to
Michigan up
protect this
7-0.
lead.
UCLA takes the kick just inside the end zone. They decide to bring it out, get it across the 10. Met at the 14-yard line, and the Bruins will take over at the 14-yard line. Quarterback transfer in Malachi Nelson at the helm for the Bruins. Malachi Nelson, man, he started his career at USC, then went to Boise State, then UTEP, and now ended up back at USC's prime rival, UCLA. What an interesting career. And he's sacked. First play of the drive, he's sacked by 2 Michigan defenders.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create
Couldn't tell who.
I
think that was Deontay Liggins, maybe? Yep, Deontay Liggins. The cornerback. Who was the other one, though? Marquise Lightfoot. So the edge rusher, Marquise Lightfoot, and Deontay Liggins, the cornerback, in on that sack, takes the Bruins back 5 yards to the 9-yard line for 2nd and 15. Nelson in shotgun, 3 receivers.
Looking to throw, it's Nelson.
Throws it over the middle, caught, short gain of 3, 3rd and 12 from the 12-yard line. Nelson in shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. He's changing the play, motioning the tight end and the receivers right. Got three out right, 1 left. Drops back to throw. Gets it off down the sideline. And it hits the hands of the receiver, knocked out on the hit from Shamari Earls, and it'll be 4th and 12 for UCLA, 3 and out. Punt up from the 2-yard line, gets across midfield, taken in at the 42. Michigan's going to return it. Amarian Stewart gets across the 50, taken down at the 42-yard line of the opponent's territory. And it'll be first down for Michigan starting on their opponent's 42. Bryson shotgun. 3 receivers, hands it to Smothers. Smothers up the middle, runs right into a defender after a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7. Under center now, wing formation, 3 tight ends in line, single back, 1 receiver out wide right. Drops back to throw, Underwood. Fires over the middle, caught. Number 15, tight end, Harpring. Gets across the first down marker at the 32, 1st and 10 for Michigan. Wing formation, 1 receiver to either side, single tailback. Hands it off to Smothers. Smothers runs up the middle, caught just past the line, gain of 1, tackled at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 9, Underwood under center, I formation, 1 receiver right. Jumbo offensive line set. Hands it to Longoria. Longoria tries to get around the edge, is met in the backfield by a DB. It's going to be 3rd and 11 after that 1-yard loss. 2-yard loss, excuse me. Shotgun now, 4 receivers. Bryce takes the snap, looking to throw. Steps up into the pocket, dumps it off over the middle, pre-scoring. Gets across the 10, the 5, tackled at the 4-yard line, first down Michigan.
This offense.
Top 25 matchup here between the Michigan Wolverines and the UCLA Bruins. Underwood under center, 3 receivers, single back. Drops back to throw. Quick pass over the middle. It's caught. Touchdown Michigan. Is that Donovan Murph, I think? No, it's Julian McFadden. Number 83, wide receiver Julian McFadden on the touchdown catch from Bryce Underwood. Following the extra point, Michigan will go up by 2 touchdowns, 14-0.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
2nd and 5 for UCLA. Nelson in shotgun type formation, 1 receiver to either side. Takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. Gets stuck behind the line, gain of 2. Gets it to the 24 to be 3rd and 3. Dumps it off quickly to the running back out of the backfield. Gets the first down across the 30, tackled at the 32. First and 10 Bruins.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football.
Drops back to throw. Quick pass to the sideline. Caught. Steps out at the 38. It'll be 2nd and 4 for UCLA. Running tempo here. Hurrying back to the line. 4 receivers. Tight formation. Shotgun. Receiver goes in motion left to right. Drops back to throw. Quick pass over the middle. Caught. First down. Tackled at the 48-yard line, and we've got an injury timeout now. Number 16 for the Wolverines, Josiah Edmond, cornerback. Nelson in shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Quick pass right, sideline, caught, gain of 2.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Shotgun type formation. 4 receivers, 2 to either side. Hands it to the running back on the sweep right. Gets around the edge, up the sideline. Across the first down line. Taken out at the 39-yard line. First down. Michigan's defense not looking so great this drive.
You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both
pass over
ways.
the middle, caught, across the 20, taken down at the 16-yard line.
Uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
He leaves it with his back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first
Drops
down.
back to throw in the red zone. Hits the running back on a screen. Tackled at the 10. It's going to be a loss of 1. It'll be 4th and 4 for the Bruins. And they're going to play it safe and kick the field goal. From the left hash mark, the kick will go up from the 11. And it's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Grab near the sticks. It's Prieskorn. Able to work it to
Brady Prieskorn with that catch. First down, Michigan. 1st and 10 from their own 39. Bryson shotgun. Split backs. 3 receivers. Hands it to Smothers. Smothers runs right. Gets it back to the line. Nothing more. 2nd and 10. Under center now. 3 receivers. Single back. Drops back to throw. Underwood steps up in the pocket. Fires over the middle. Caught. Makes one man miss. Gain of 9. It'll be 3rd and 1. Bryce under center. Goal line formation. Going to try a sneak. And he gets it. Barely got it. The refs gave it to him. First down. This will be from the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Shotgun Bryce. And they don't get the snap off. That'll end the first quarter with Michigan up 14-3.
Michigan has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter.
Michigan perfectly balanced, as all things should be. 77 passing yards, 77 rushing yards.
Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29.
Diego Longoria gets the first down run for Michigan. Now Bryce is out under center. Power I formation. Longoria the tailback. Hands it off. tries to juke a defender who made it into the backfield. Tackled down at the 31 for a loss of 2. It'll be shotgun, 4 receivers now, 2nd and 12 for Michigan. Bryce Strauss back to throw. Fires over the middle. Hits the hands of the receiver, Stewart. Knocked out by the defender, 3rd and 12. Shotgun now, 3 receivers, bunched tight left, 1 tight end on the line, pre-screen. Smothers the tailback. Bryce in shotgun. Martian motion, left to right. Fires up the middle, up the seam to Smothers, caught. Smothers is tackled at the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Underwood under center now. 1 receiver to either side, 2 tight ends on the line, single back. Hands it to Smothers. Smothers up the middle. Gain of 2. Gets it to the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal. Empty backfield now for Underwood. 4 receivers and the tight end. Shotgun for Underwood. Keeps it, running it, trying to run it in for his 2nd touchdown. He gets tackled down at the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal. Now in power I. Hands it to Smothers. Smothers up the middle, and he's tackled into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Michigan increases their score to 21, following the extra point to 3 over UCLA on the road.
Has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would.
Pardon me for a few minutes, guys. I need to step out and check on my mother. I'll be back.
They have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances. But that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
To throw, it's Nelson. Looking for a big play. He's got it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There
he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Dead center perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Caught in the backfield, it's Tees. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Wolverines want to move quickly. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Tees. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Nelson. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. The offense will quickly use a timeout. You've got a 3rd and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They punted away on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's marked. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun. Wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Snagged in the middle, it's Smothers.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. To the air, it's Nelson. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bruins. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They knocked through the extra point, but they still trail 31-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. They're trailing by 10 to Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. And his throw is incomplete. And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Trying to beat him to the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tees. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
This time they'll go to the running game. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Leaves it with the running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Quickly out to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Lawrence. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bruins trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he runs it across goal. Touchdown, UCLA!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, Mel, is he can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. He's got his man. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. I had to check on my mother and take care of a couple things for her. Apologies, as some of you know that watch the channel frequently or that know me.
And the extra point was
I help take care of my mother, who's 74 years old and fighting cancer, so sometimes I have to step away to help her with stuff. But coming back to this, Michigan up 45-20 big over UCLA on the road. And saw Bryce Underwood run in another touchdown. Is that 2 or 3 for him? I mean, Bryce is just having a field day in this game.
tackle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Malachi Nelson at 300 yards for the game, only one touchdown. Shotgun now, two receivers, two tight ends. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Nelson running it, gets back to the line of scrimmage, gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He got his hands
broken up by Shamari Earls. That'll force a 3rd and long.
That would have been for their first pick of the game. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wide open downfield. And an explosive
First down, 3rd down conversion there across the 50 at the 48. Big time news for my Minnesota Vikings family. Brian Flores. Oh, interception by Michigan. Interception to turn it over. Michigan takes the ball back. Who is that? Number 21. Who is that?
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know
number 21 getting some turnover buffs at the Rose Bowl.
Get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT.
Oh, that safety, strong safety, the transfer in from Florida State, Deshaun Spears with the interception. Nice. As I was saying, for my Minnesota family, Brian Flores has agreed to return to the Minnesota Vikings for the 2026 season, pending that he does not get a head coaching job. Bryce Underwood with another big-time run gets it down to the 49-yard line, 1st down, Michigan. Bryce is showcasing his feet in this game.
Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Outside the pocket, let you go. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much.
3rd and 11 now. Bryce under center, 1 receiver wide to either side, 2 tight ends in line, single tailback. Drops back to throw, fires left. Brady pre-scoring, caught, but it's short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th and 7. They're going to send out the punt team. True freshman punter Caleb Berryman. Punt is up. It's got some distance. Goes out of bounds at the 26. Empty backfield for Nelson. 5 receivers. Keeps it himself. Nelson running up the middle. Gets hung up on a defender, tackled by Cole Sullivan, 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. Shotgun now, receivers, trips left, 1 tight end on the line. Hands it to the running back up the middle, runs into the defensive tackle. Still gains 4 yards, it'll be 3rd and 1. UCLA is going to try to sneak it across here, and they do. 1st down Bruins. On their own 37-yard line, 4 receivers set, shotgun for Nelson, 1 tailback. Hands it to the running back, running left. Gets across the line, gain of 2, 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute warning, 2 minutes left in the game. UCLA trailing by 25. Shotgun, 3 receivers bunch right, 1 left, looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket, hit as he throws. Gets it off still, caught, 1st down, and UCLA uses their first timeout. 1st and 10 now from the 50-yard line. Shotgun, 3 receivers left, 1 right. Drops back to throw. Michigan only rushing 3. Nelson trying to find somebody open. Fires to the right sideline. It's caught. Taken down at the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Bruins. Nelson in shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, single tailback. Looking to throw, throws left. It's incomplete, dropped by the receiver. Shotgun, 3 receivers, tight bunch left, 1 wide right, single tailback. Looking to throw. Fires underneath, caught, gets around the edge, across the 1st down, across the 10, tackled at the 8. Bruins use their 2nd timeout.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Back to pass, it's Nelson.
Quick pass left, caught, tackled at the 2.
They'll mark him down at the 2.
Second and goal from the 2. Noah Fox Flores with the catch. Drops back to pass. Fires over the middle, caught, touchdown Bruins. Put more points on the scoreboard, but it's too late to really factor in and try to win the game. Following the extra point, it'll be 45-27. Rico Flores on that catch.
By this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
And we'll have
There's the kickoff. Not going to go for the onside kick.
Check this out.
Michigan will receive it at the 3. Stewart brings it back, gets it across the 20. Taken down at the 22. 35 seconds on the clock, and Michigan's just going to kneel it out.
It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Never a dull moment when it comes
Underwood
to
takes a knee.
in the Mountain West, and that certainly held
And that's going to be the game. Michigan
Kevin Connors keeping an eye on
finishes 3-0 on their 3-game road swing, capping off with a win in the Rose Bowl against the UCLA Bruins. Player of the game, Hollywood Smothers, 18 carries, 203 yards, 3 touchdowns in the absence of the recently injured Jordan Marshall, whose college career is likely over. Hollywood Smothers steps up, and Michigan doesn't miss a beat.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it.
Let's take a look at the game stats.
The excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion.
Michigan 26 first downs to UCLA's 25. Total offense 492 to UCLA's 427. Total plays ran, UCLA 62, Michigan 54. Yards per play, 9.1 average for Michigan, 6.9 for UCLA. In the run game, Michigan was 30 carries, 246 yards, 5 touchdowns, and an 8.2 yard average in rushing. UCLA a little bit more modest, 23 carries, 45 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 2-yard average. Passing game, Michigan was 20 of 24 for 1 touchdown with 246 yards and a 10.3 average. UCLA 32 of 39, 1 touchdown, 382 yards, and a 9.8 average. Third down conversions, Michigan was 80%, 8 of 10. UCLA 5 of 10 for 50%. No for fourth down conversions attempted, no, same for 2-point conversions. Michigan 83% red zone percentage. UCLA scored touchdown or field goal on all 5 of their red zone trips. Turnovers, Michigan had none. UCLA had 1 interception. Punt return yards, Michigan 28, UCLA 0. Kick return yards, Michigan had 110 to UCLA's 95. Total yards for the game, Michigan 630, UCLA 522. Punt average 31 yards for Michigan, 41 for UCLA. No penalties from either team. And the time of possession was almost even. Michigan with 24 minutes and 6 seconds, UCLA 23:54. Individual player stats for the Michigan Wolverines. Bryce Underwood, 20 of 24, 246 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 183.1 rating, and a 83% completion percentage. Rushing, Hollywood Smothers carried it 18 times for 203 yards and 3 touchdowns. Bryce Underwood carried it 7 times for a net of 22 yards and 2 touchdowns. Diego Longoria 5 carries, 21 yards. Receiving, Brady Prescorn 7 catches, 86 yards. Micah Tease 4 catches, 30 yards. Hollywood Smothers 3 for 63. Andrew Marsh 3 for 47. Julian McFadden 2 for 13 and a touchdown. Luke Harpering 1 for 7. No sacks were attributed to our offensive line. They played a very clean game. On defense, our tackles leader was Mason Curtis with 10 tackles. TFL's leader was split between Wendell Gregory and Lugard Edikpaye at 2 apiece. Sacks, Cole Sullivan, Lugard Edikpaye each had 1. Lightfoot and Liggins each had a half a sack. Interceptions, the 1 interception for the game was Deshaun Spears, the strong safety. PBUs, Shamari Earls had 2. Kelly Jones, Jalen McClain, and Mason Curtis each had 1. In the kicking game today, Otis Beck remained perfect, 1 of 1 from the field, 39 yards, and 6 for 6 on extra points. Punting, Caleb Berryman had 2 punts for 62 yards total, 31 average. Kick returns, Amarian Stewart 4 for 77, Dante Ahmad 2 for 33. Punt returns, Amarian Stewart 3 for 28. Let's back out and advance the week and see what changes in the week following this win. Alright, we got a commitment from 5-star edge rusher Nick Sowles. Got a commitment from 4-star quarterback Ben Hyde out of Johnson City, Illinois. We did, however, lose on Andre Street and Christian Ryder. Hollywood Smothers, with his performance of 18 carries, 203 yards, and 11 yards per carry, got him Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. And it got him National Offensive Player of the Week as well. Alright, following that win, we did move up to number 9 in the top 25 national rankings. And in the conference, we are still at 3rd in conference. Alright guys, that's going to be the episode. Next week, on the next episode, which will be either tonight or tomorrow, we'll pick up with Michigan returning home to Ann Arbor to take on the visiting number 4 Oregon Ducks in a top 10 matchup. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Follow me everywhere on all social media platforms at Kinetic615. If you get a chance, please check out the GoFundMe link that's linked in the YouTube bio. It's also linked at the top of my X profile. And if you need to, send me a message. I'm happy to be transparent and answer any questions about it. But as always, guys, I just want to remind people, please be kind to other people out there. We are all sports fans. We're all gamers. We enjoy both, and sometimes they can get a little intense. There is never an excuse to be rude, to be disrespectful, or hateful to another person. We can even be rivals in our sports teams, and there's no reason not to be able to respect each other. Be kind to other people, guys, to quote my friend Darren. Anyways, until next time, guys, as always, for me signing out, it's going to be Skull Vikes and Go Blue.